your roadmap to the latest in auto. Welcome to Highway Herald. At the 2025 G7 summit in Alberta, President Trump's sudden exit left a power vacuum, and Canada floored it. Prime Minister Mark Carney jumped into the driver's seat, forging bold new alliances with South Korea, Latin America, Germany, and Japan. From defense deals to critical mineral supply chains, Carney's diplomacy wasn't just reactive, it was high-octane strategy. With clean tech and global cooperation in focus, Canada isn't riding shotgun anymore. It's leading the charge. Let's dive into the pivotal turns shaping this new geopolitical roadmap. Number 5. Canada-South Korea Pact puts defense and resources in the fast lane. At the summit's starting line, one of the boldest maneuvers came from a bilateral agreement between Canada and South Korea. Prime Minister Mark Carney and President Lee Jae-myung launched a strategic alliance spanning defense technology, energy innovation, and critical mineral security. Think of it as a perfectly timed double-clutch shift in global diplomacy. For Canada, it marks a deliberate departure from aging defense ties with the US, while for South Korea, it delivers a turbocharged boost in building broader economic and strategic alliances beyond Washington's orbit. Under the hood, joint research on advanced defense systems, co-investment in renewable energy tech, and a mutual push to secure vital minerals like cobalt, lithium, and nickel, essential ingredients for both EV batteries and next-gen military hardware. Timing-wise, this was President Lee's G7 debut, a confident signal of Seoul's intent to play a larger global role. And for Canada, the message is loud and clear. It's not riding shotgun anymore, it's driving the convoy. But while Canada shifted gears in Asia, it wasn't slowing down in the Western Hemisphere either. Number 4. Fueling growth south of the border, Canada's economic throttle in Latin America. Next up on the dashboard, Canada's economic engine revved into action with a $544 million, $400 million US dollars portfolio guarantee aimed squarely at Latin America and the Caribbean. This isn't just foreign aid, it's strategic investment. By using the Inter-American Development Bank and the Caribbean Development Bank as delivery systems, Canada's cash isn't just sitting in neutral, it's unlocking up to $1.6 billion US dollars in new projects, including infrastructure upgrades, climate-resilient agri-tech, and clean energy installations. These investments are more than just global goodwill. They're about securing economic relevance in a region long dominated by US and Chinese influence. In automotive terms, this move is like Canada switching from commuter mode to rally sport, taking sharp turns into emerging markets while boosting its green tech portfolio. These investments also set the tone for ESG-driven financing models that are becoming the gold standard in development work. By targeting sectors like renewable energy and sustainable farming, Canada's plan doesn't just aim to lift economies. It aligns with the climate-conscious demands of modern global partnerships, creating a loop where ethical development feeds into geopolitical trust. Before we delve deeper, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here at Highway Herald, your support drives us to deliver the latest automotive updates and global insights, right to your dashboard. Now that we've explored the Western Hemisphere, let's check under the hood of Canada's biggest team build yet. Number 3. Critical Minerals Alliance, assembling the ultimate performance team. Last but not least, the G7 track saw Canada pulling off a team effort that could redefine global manufacturing, the Critical Minerals Alliance. With battery demand skyrocketing and supply chains choking on geopolitical risk, Canada brought together an elite pit crew, its own mineral-rich territory, Germany's processing prowess, South Korea's electronics expertise, and Japan's recycling innovation. Together, they're building a more resilient and ethical supply chain for the high-performance materials of the future: lithium, rare earths, graphite, and more. This alliance isn't just a trade agreement. It's a strategic chassis built to support everything from EVs and semiconductors to missile systems and solar panels. In a world where chips and batteries are the new oil, control over raw materials is everything. And make no mistake, this alliance is running on ESG-grade fuel. With a focus on environmental protection, human rights, and transparency, the coalition aims to lead the industry toward a future where ethical sourcing isn't optional. It's standard equipment. With materials secured, Canada is now leveraging cutting-edge tech to safeguard its landscapes and communities. Number 2. AI tech takes the wheel in wildfire prevention. In today's climate crisis landscape, Canada isn't just reacting, it's engineering the future. A standout effort? Its investment in AI-powered wildfire detection systems. Partnering with Vancouver-based SenseNet and Rogers Communications, Canada is rolling out advanced early warning networks across Alberta and British Columbia. These are no ordinary sensors. They're intelligent systems trained to identify fire risk patterns before flames ignite. Adding high-tech horsepower, companies like Fireswarm are deploying autonomous drone fleets to patrol wilderness areas. Imagine a drone squad flying like a synchronized NASCAR pit crew, not watching for debris but for heat spikes, smoke trails, and real-time danger signals relayed directly to first responders. For a nation all too familiar with wildfire damage, this isn't just a smart upgrade, it's a vital defense. And from an automotive perspective, this mirrors the AI backbone of self-driving cars, edge computing, real-time sensing, and machine learning. Canada's wildfire strategy is more than policy. It's a glimpse into how auto-grade tech is protecting lives far beyond the road. But all roads lead back to strategy, and Canada's new diplomatic course is worth a closer look. Number 1. Canada shifts gears in global diplomacy. Prime Minister Carney didn't just attend the 2025 G7 summit, he brought a full-throttle blueprint for Canada's global leadership. As President Trump made a dramatic exit, Carney seized the moment, navigating the twists of international diplomacy and putting Canada squarely in pole position. His approach? Collaboration over confrontation? Innovation over inertia? From forging closer ties with South Korea to finalizing a robust security pact with the European Union, Carney's strategy prioritized mutual benefit and long-term impact. That EU agreement wasn't just symbolic. It featured coordinated backing for Ukraine, cooperative frameworks in AI regulation, and joint defense planning spanning cyber, maritime, and space security. These are domains where Canada previously played a supporting role. Now it's shifting gears under Carney's command, emerging as the all-wheel drive of diplomacy, adaptable, steady, and ready for all terrains. In an era of unstable alliances, Carney's pragmatism is the traction global leadership needs. Final lap, Canada's ascent into global leadership. The 2025 G7 summit wasn't just a diplomatic checkpoint for Canada, it was a full-speed launch into global leadership. From the landmark defense pact with South Korea to economic reinvestment across Latin America and wildfire fighting AI tech, Prime Minister Carney ensured Canada wasn't following, it was leading. Topping it off was the formation of the Critical Minerals Alliance. In a world powered by EVs, solar grids, and next-gen defense systems, Carney positioned Canada not merely as a resource supplier, but as the architect of a secure, ethical supply chain. Add in climate resilience, AI-driven disaster prevention, and bold, multilateral agreements, and it's clear. Canada is shifting out of second gear and into global overdrive. So we want to hear from you. Can Canada's wildfire tech set a global climate benchmark? Is South Korea's pivot a major shift away from US influence? Will Canada lead the EV supply chain revolution? Please leave a comment below to start a conversation. If you found this video insightful, be sure to subscribe to Highway Herald for the latest vehicle updates and in-depth analyses. Thanks for watching and see you next time. You can now check out any of the videos on the screen. There's more exciting and informative content waiting for you.